Good morning, happy Wednesday. My Wednesday breakfast is Quaker Oats Super Goodness Porridge, which is a healthy extra B, the super fruits one. And then to that I've added some frozen fruit and a squirt of my S'mores skinny syrup. So the frozen fruit I'm using at the moment is Morrison's Red Smoothie Mix, which is just frozen fruit. It's blueberries, strawberries, mango and raspberries. So it's not all speed, but it's just a really nice mix and it's really good quality fruit. So you'll see there it just says mix of frozen blueberries, strawberries, chopped mango and raspberries. And that's how you know it's free, because it doesn't contain anything else like sugar or anything. That is a really nice one. And then I've got my Aldi fruit tea. My Wednesday lunch is the other half of my rice bowl. So I have Bachelor's savoury rice, mild curry flavour. Actually, I can show you. Bear with me a second. It's here. Bachelor's Super Rice Mild Curry, which is free on the plan. Then I have tomatoes and peppers and the Morrison's Chinese chicken breast fillets, which are also free on the plan. And then I have apple, 2 plums and a easy peeler, but the easy peeler doesn't look very nice, so I might not eat that. And my lemonade, and I'm just heating the microwave up, or the oven, to cook our cooking the bag chicken for our tea tonight. My Wednesday evening meal is a chicken roast dinner. So we've got some sliced chicken breast, some oxo roasties and a big pile of veg, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli and peas, with 2 sins worth of gravy. It's the Morrison's chicken and sage gravy, which is quite nice. Comes in one of those packets, like a Coleman's sauce.
Like a packet.
Yeah, like a packet. And then I've got a 10 cal jelly strawberry for half a sin. So 2.5 sins on the table with orange juice. Good evening. I'm looking a bit more presentable now I've been in the shower. I've got my fluffy pyjamas on. I've just been watching Helen and Jane on their duo live on Instagram, which is very exciting development. But I've had to click off because I know I need to come and film some answers and to do my giveaway, because it's 7:30 and I still like to have a bit of an evening and enjoy my sins, or my treats, my supper. So a question from Leslie. I think this is from yesterday's vlog. Do you mind me asking, but do you have to cook a separate meal for Andrew, or is he happy with your lower fat meals? Because a lot of men like their pies and fattening stuff. Well, I just have to say, first of all, that in the week Andrew does a lot of the cooking. I have a good one, I know, because he gets home from work before I finish. But saying that, you know, I'll do a lot of some of the prep work, like putting something in the microwave to cook, in the oven to cook, or whatever, and I'll do a lot of my own stuff at weekends. So we rub along quite well, don't we?
Oh yeah, that bit of good rub.
Yes, well. So as to separate meals, we in the week we try and keep the same base. So we'll either both have chips or we'll both have the meat, but we'll just vary it slightly. But actually today, with the chicken and oxo roasties and veg, we've both had the same, haven't we? Mm-hmm. Except I think, Andrew, you just had peas, didn't you?
What, today?
Today.
No, I had mixed veg.
You had mixed veg?
Yeah. I might have had more peas than you, but yeah.
I just tend to have a bit more speedy veg, and Andrew might just have peas, and he'll have a bit more of the gravy or whatever.
I have more roast potatoes.
More roast potatoes, yeah. Or if I'm having something like the bird's eye fish char grills, that's when Andrew will have fish fingers, but we'll both have chips and veg with it. Or like on a Thursday night when I have an Iceland meal, Andrew still likes beans on toast or something like that, a quick meal. So yeah, we do try and work on this off the same basis. But yeah, and at weekends, Andrew's not really bothered about meals. He'll have soup and stuff like that. So that's when I'll go to my batch cooking. So yeah, sometimes we eat the same meals, sometimes we don't. But because we don't often eat at the same time as well, because I would like to show you sometimes the difference between Andrew's plate and mine. But Andrew eats earlier than me because I'm out with Alfie. So that chance doesn't actually arise a lot of the time. But yeah, like, and on a Saturday night he'll have something like chicken in white sauce in a can with chips and peas, where I'll have my marinated chicken with chips and veg. So we do kind of have the same type of thing, but just adapted. But if I wanted something like lasagna or curry or whatever, it's not that Andrew doesn't like the Slimming World version, it's that he doesn't like, he's a very plain eater and he doesn't like cheese and he doesn't like herbs and spices, so he prefers to eat his own thing, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, so Sylvia says, you have done phenomenally well with your weight loss over the last 18 months. Do you think that because you work from home, it's easier because there are no distractions and it's easier to focus? It is probably a little bit easier, but what I would say is that in the 18 months before starting Slimming World, I actually put 2 stone on. And I know that because I went to Manchester 18 months before I started. We went to see Peter Kay and I weighed myself in a boot and I was 24 stone 7. And a year before Slimming World, that's when I started working from home. So in that year, I'd put on sort of some portion of 2 stone, and it was because I started working from home in February 2015. And I passed my driving test about 2 weeks later, and doing both those things gave me a lot more freedom to actually drive to the fish and chip shop, get a drive through McDonald's, take Andrew out for meals in the car, because I'd always had dreams, if you like, of being able to drive, because the buses are a nightmare in this area. So on bank holidays, when I passed my test, I could go to the supermarket and buy whatever I wanted to eat, and normally Andrew would be working, so it would be like secret eating, and I'd buy something that I would really enjoy, like supermarket curries and donuts and things like that, and I'd eat those on the bank holidays. So actually, the combination of starting to work from home and driving probably put quite a bit of weight on. But yeah, other than that, it would be harder if I was working outside the home, because if I was working in the office, because I'd have to be a lot more organised than I am. And I have done a couple of days of work in the office and I have got organised, but doing it as infrequently is different to having to do it every day. And also in the office, they always had sweets and cakes and things, and they always had leftovers from meetings, like bacon sandwiches and cakes and things. So yeah, it would be hard doing it in the office, and I think I've got a really good routine going working from home, and I can have a greater choice of meals at lunchtime, just because I've got that little bit more time, and I've got all the things that I need in the kitchen rather than having to take everything to work. So yeah, But I do still do prep and things. I still only get an hour for my dinner or my lunch. So I do still prep lunch if I can, just to make the process a bit quicker. And I do still plan what I'm going to have each day, so that everything fits in nicely. Right, so Tasha asks, Andrew, you cycle to work, which is great fitness, but do you have a driving licence and share one car? Andrew, unfortunately, was born with an eye condition, which means that he has a sight problem, so he is not allowed to get a driving licence. He can't pass the test where, you know, where you have to stand in a certain place and read the number plate. He wouldn't be able to pass that test, so he can't get a driving licence. So we are a one-car family. I think with me working from home, we could probably manage with one car. And Andrew might drive to work because he starts work after I've started work and he finishes before I've finished, if that makes sense. So I think we could manage with one car if we both drove. But it's good that he can cycle because it just frees me up just to do little bits myself if I need to, or if I want to go off on my own I can do, like SlimCon and things like that. But yeah, we just sort of we were very glad to be able to pass, that I was able to eventually pass my driving test, because it's freed us up, and it's certainly it's made Slimming World more accessible to me because I live in a village 20 minutes from my Slimming World group, and there would be no buses to get me back from my Slimming World group, and if I went to the next village it would be a good 20-minute walk both ways, and starting at 26 stone, that wouldn't have been thinkable. I mean, I could probably do it now and it might be good for me, but I wouldn't have thought of walking 20 minutes to a Slimming World class when I first started my journey. So yeah, and also having a car has opened up so many other opportunities, like SlimCon, I'm going to see my family a lot more, both sides of the family a lot more frequently. Even things like taking Alfie to the vet is so much more easier. But no, Andrew can't drive, so we are a one-car family. But
I can clean it.
he can clean the car, yeah. But we would probably manage with one car anyway, even if Andrew could drive. Right, I think that's all the questions. I'll just check and then I'll come back and do my giveaway. Right, so this is the competition for a free pack of hi-fi bars, and it's only the comments that were under the weigh-in vlog from last Thursday, and I asked you to name your favourite hi-fi bar. So I am afraid that only the people who named their favourite hi-fi bar are eligible. So we may have to do it a couple of times because I know there were quite a few comments who didn't say their favourite hi-fi bar, and as I'm going to buy them tomorrow in group, I don't have time to sort of contact people individually. So I have got a different app. I don't usually get this app, but I've just done a quick Google search. I've put the link into the box, so we'll see what happens. Start raffle and pick random winner. Good luck, everyone. You see that? It's going through. Okay. Okay, so that's picked Sarah Granger, but Sarah only said well done. She didn't say her favourite hi-fi bar, so we're going to have to do that again. Bear with me a second. Try again. We'll see how many times we have to do this. Sorry, it was being slow then. So we're going again. The winner is Val Reed. Well done, Val. Val says, well done, Debbie, on your weight loss. My favourite hi-fi bar is Rocky Road. So, Val, I think you're on my Facebook page. So you can contact me on my Facebook page, which is Debbie on Slimming World, or I'll put my email address in the down bar. And if I forget, then please someone remind me. But well done, Val. I know you've supported me for quite a while, so I'm really pleased. Any more questions, feel free to ask. Weigh in tomorrow, so goodness knows it's Star Week. I've done a usual lot of exercise. I have been at the higher end of sins, so who knows what will happen, but I'm just trying to take it as it comes, enjoy the journey. So fingers crossed for tomorrow. I'm gonna go and make some nice supper, and I will see you shortly. And well done, Val, again. So my Wednesday evening snacks are a hot chocolate. So it's 2 sins for the options hot chocolate powder, and it's made with 250ml of unsweetened almond milk, and I had 200ml with my porridge this morning. So remember, for the Alpro, actually I'll show you because I've just thrown it away. So the Alpro roasted almond unsweetened milk, you can have 1 full litre for your Healthy Extra A per day. So I've had 500ml altogether. So I'm having a Baby Bell as the other half of my Healthy Extra A. Then I really liked these yesterday, so I'm having them again. The sour cream and chive pea snacks for 4 sins, and the Oso orange for 3.5 sins. And I'd already had 2.5 sins on my gravy and 10 cal jelly. So that's 4.5 sins, 8.5 sins, plus 3.5 is 12. Right, isn't it? So I end the day on 12 sins, and that is another day on plan.